3:33. I'm still at Chatsworth Rise. I'm on at the moment in, I think, Wickersley in Rotherham, something like that. Anyway, I'm that way. Not that way, I'm not. Let me make a point in saying it. I just said I'm that way. I'm not that way. I'm straight, you know what I mean? I'm not against anybody being that way. I've got mates who are that way. But I'm not that way. I'm out that way, if you know what I mean. Enough of that. Because I don't want any accusations casting. I think it's accusations, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm Mike Fogg. I'm an independent funeral director, and I'm in Sheffield. Whoa, come on. Babby crossing with a woman in a pram. I hear it. Go on, mate. Fuck it. It's horrendous when people wait and stop for women and kids in crossing the road. What does it matter if you're going to be a few seconds late? So, what am I up to? Well, I'm out in Rotherham doing arrangements, funeral arrangements. I've just met a lovely family who we looked after for many, many, many years. So, anyway, I've got 2 more arrangements to do, and then that's me done. I've got to go to B&Q and all if I've got chance, time. I need some paint, some Hammerite paint. Let somebody else cross here, look. Another one crossing. Not one on all fucking stock, that's it, way there. Cheers. It's in a crossing, it's just people stood at the side of the road. But kids take a risk and they'll think, oh, we'll get across before that. I've seen it too many times in the nature of my job. So if I can avert that from happening by slowing down and letting somebody cross forward, I know they're not happy at back of me because they're thinking, what's that idiot doing, slowing down all the time? It doesn't hurt, does it? It just doesn't hurt. Because I'm massively a believer in what you get out, you get back. So if you're good to somebody, somebody's going to be good to you. It's a strange way of thinking, isn't it? But it's a nice way of thinking, isn't it? I think it is anyway. I think it's a lovely way to think. And I don't expect hold back. But when something nice happens, I always think, you know what, that's because I were nice. I'm looking for something. That, me pop. Need some pop. So, I'm going back, take my paperwork back for Paula. I've told her that I was talking about her earlier on with KFC, what not KFC, McDonald's, what was wrong order, and how she was laughing about Richard being fuming about it. She says that better not have. Says I have. So anyway, pop back down there. Curtis here. This is a right area, this. See, when I was a kid, this was like a coking plant, Orgreave. And we used to be at home on Woodthorpe. Oh, this is all new, this school and all that. This were all, well, like a big bloody coking plant, a pit. But coke ovens were up here at the top. I'll show me in a minute where coke ovens were. And when they used to open them at night, all the sky used to light up. I don't know if anybody can remember what I'm talking about, but we'd be laid in bed. You can tell people from Sheffield because they'd say, oh, people in posh areas, not at Sheffield, but in country, people had stories read to them. Oh, we used to love it at night, and my nana would come in and read us a story. Well, kids in Sheffield didn't get that. You went to sleep listening to hammers in steelwork striking. And you could hear them from Attercliffe, where I were earlier, on that first arrangement or second arrangement, when I went down to see Mary. Well, from there to Woodthorpe, you could hear hammers banging and clanging. And just where that hill is now coming up, this is where Arthur bloody Scardle and miners were Orgreave. I remember I were here when all that were happening. I were working in this area on Undertakers. So coking plant were here to right hand side, just up here. Entrance to it were here. And that's where they'd make coke. There it is. And this is Orgreave, where Arthur Scargill did all charging with miners to coppers. Up here today. How good is that? This is where it were Orgreave. There's the Keatons. They're having some building work done. About time. I think there's a lot of funeral directors in Sheffield having to up the game now, because obviously I've put stuff on social media. I've put stuff on saying, come and have a look at our premises. Come and have a look at our mortuary. Come and have a look at our embalming theatre. Come and have a look at our banks of fridges if you want. I'm not embarrassed, I'm not ashamed. In fact, if you want, go round other funeral directors and ask them who's looking after your mum. Ask them what's the premises like round back, because all funeral directors have nice, well, not all of them have nice entrances. There's one up Ecclesfield, him and wife, that's a shit oil. I don't mind saying that because it's true. But anyway, Julie, she ain't got a clue about cleaning up her. Only polishing she's done is when she's been on her knees, and it's not in fucking office, believe me. So, but a lot of funeral directors now in Sheffield have started to up the game. They've started to have work done and renovations done. But nobody did it until we did it. You all just thought, like, there ain't nobody sees round back. Oh, that old showering corner at Mortary. That'd be right. What you got a shower in Mortary for? Bit weird. Anyway. What I like is people eventually they will all put pictures on and say, come and have a look at our open day, come and have a look at how it were. Well, hang on a minute, why ain't you done this 2 years since, 4 years since, 6 years since, 8 years since, 10 years since? How come you're only just doing this now? Because people are saying, now then, what's it look like in back where my mother's been kept? Because people have a right to know. It's just that there's been this shadow in funeral industry, this veil curtain where we don't talk about that. Well, we need to talk about that, because that's why the industry is in such a bad state of affairs, where you've got people in Hull stacking 30 odd people up and not doing funerals. You've got National Association of Funeral Directors allowing it and knowing that it happens. You've got National Association of Funeral Directors saying, yes, you can put our card on your window and our sign on your window and on your business cards, as long as you pay us the fee. As long as you pay your subscriptions, you can use it. Well, what about us not having a fridge? You don't actually need a fridge to have dead bodies. You'll think, shut. No, you don't. There's no legal requirement in law to say that a person, when they've passed away, has to be kept in a fridge. That's why I've been saying for, let's call it 18 years of me being opened, there needs to be licensing and regulations. There needs to be things set that, yeah, it is by law that a loved one has to be kept in a fridge, not a garage. Mad, absolutely mad. You still don't have to put somebody in a fridge when they've died. You don't have to. There's no legal requirement. And that's why a lot of funeral industry people at the moment, funeral companies, are doing work because they know that that legislation is going to come. They're going to need to do that. So they're all hurrying up now to do their work. This work is something that we don't need to hurry up to do because we did it 18 years since, and we did it when we opened as new premises up. Come on, go on, get across there. Scrote on a bike. Tabletop sale there. Quite fruitful though. I'll show you where I am today. This is where I was born and brought up. Woodfall. Happy days. Happy days. Chock Horton stood there. That's Woodfolk Shops, where I grew up as a kid and used to go open me centre stuff, Kearney's. Oh, his mother were an horrible cow, she were, honestly. Binders. Ollins End convenience store now. I'm surprised it doesn't say funeral home. United, that's Nev's place. Police box were there when I was a kid. They were a police box just on the corner there. That's where Ken Darwin lived here on the left hand side, caretaker. Our Val Moore lives there. Our Albert's mum, Sean, sorry, just in case he's watching. That's yeah, my old school behind them trees, St. Teresa's. Used to come running down there when I was a kid, and then I'd come not to that house, not to next to at Greenan, not to that one, not to where Terry lives, not to Judd Turner's, but there, that's where I was living when I was a baby, when I was a kid. There, 105. That's my old house. That's where I grew up when I was a kid. There. Used to run down that field every night at 4:30. Couldn't wait to get out of fucking schoolyard. I hated every minute of it. And do you know something? I've been thinking, I'm gonna take the Catholic Church to court for discrimination. I think something needs doing about it. I think that I've been, because I am a Catholic, and I think that I've been racially abused by Catholic Church. Seriously. I've been thinking about this for some time. Because not once while I was at that school or at St. John Fisher's did one at priest try and get his hand down my pants. I was never sexually abused by priests at school. I've got mates who were, but they didn't do me. This is bang out an order. I think this is discrimination against me. Why were I singled out to be ignored as a child? What's all that about? What did I do wrong? That's what I mean. They were messing about with kids all over the world. Yeah, none of them touched me. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with me? I don't get it. I do not understand it. What did I do so wrong that made it so they weren't gonna... I had to learn how to toss my son off. priest didn't show me. Just don't make sense, does it? Oh, that's my Sid barking. The funeral home. Hey, oh, she's there, look, Richard. She's there, Richard, look. You've actually caught her doing something. Oh, that's my dog. Yeah, so I want to know, I am going to put this to Catholic Church when I take them to court. I want to know why none of their priests or nuns sexually molested me. When they were molesting all other kids in school, I was singled out and they left me alone. What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with you?
Why weren't I sexually molested, Paula, with up restroom at school? What's wrong? What did I do wrong?
I don't know. What's...
I'm just on about priests and sexually harassing people. Paula's having none of it. So, oh, look here, look. Remember the hourglasses? Didn't notice, right? As I told you about hourglasses, oh, it's gone back into that one. Oh, it's gone that way. So, that's all I got them all over the place. I've shown you a little thing a bit back. I've been showing it Paula today, actually. So, this is the hourglass. Let me do a bit of explaining here. So, this here, this bit, this is the time you've got left at the moment. In fact, let me move them thank you cards. Let me put it there, because then you can actually see the actual hour. Look there, high noon. High noon. Wait, let me standing where it, that's it, high noon. That's one of the old beer pumps what we're on. Got loads downstairs. So this is my hourglass. And this genuinely is an hour one. So this bit here is what we've got to come. That's your future. And this bit in bottom, this is what's gone. That's your past. So that was this morning, that little lump there. When I got up this morning and I went to work, and each grain of that represents minutes, time. What's important in life is that bit. Let's see if I can zoom in. Neck, that bit there, because that's what's falling through now. That's the now. That's what's to come, and that's what's gone. Put a post on about this a bit back. Nobody knows what they've got in future. Nobody. You don't know how full or how empty that part is. All we know is that bit there is what we deal with. Alright. People worry about this. Paula's been worrying this morning about Richard's McDonald's. So Richard's McDonald's, where he didn't get his McDonald's, is in here. It's in past. Stop worrying about it, Richard. We don't need to go on about that. It's not worth having an heart attack over a McDonald's. It's not Paula's fault she took 40 quid away and got order wrong. That's in past. Let it go. Remember this bit. This is now. This is the bit where you can actually strangle Paula. The here and now. So yeah, nobody knows how much time they've got. All they know is that. And what's gone, it's no good worrying about it. It's pointless. It's a waste of time thinking about what's gone in past. See, I can turn this over. But you can't do that with your life, can you? Now I've got more in top than I have in bottom. Still going through the same. It's that that's important. Let me tell you something, and I'm not going to lie, because she's there to prove it. My wife did my dinner today, right? Do you want a sandwich, darling? Look at her laughing. My amazing, beautiful wife, who I'd give my last breath to, do you want a sandwich, Mick? I says, I'd love one. I'll have potted meat. Well, I nearly did get potted something, but it weren't meat. What was Cheryl actually doing me for me sandwich? What was she going to get out and put on it?
Dog food.
So she picked up in our fridge, and when I went in fridge and says, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's that?" Oh, I thought it was dog food. I'm just looking to see whether it's still in. I bet he's had it, Sid. She's giving dog, hasn't she, and all? Yeah. See, that's what I working off. This. But, oh, it's here, look. Cheryl got out. Caesar. We've got it in the bin. Just to show you, look. It's gone, it's all empty. And now she's here. Says, what are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Don't put that on it. Oh, she says, I've got it mixed up. How long have I been eating dog food for?
Well.
I bet. Paula Olsen and Cheryl's been eating all my bleeding potted meat, and I've been eating dog food. So it's 4 o'clock and I'm going. I've just brought Paula some paperwork back, and I'm off. I'll upload this in a bit. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Remember, don't worry about this bit, it's gone. And don't worry about that bit, because we don't know how much of that's left. I might be dead in the next half an hour. I carry on eating dog food. Let me say goodbye to Sydney. What's he doing? Where is he? He's there, look. He's asleep on his bed. Hello, everybody. Hello. What's he doing? My wife, busy as always.
Hello.
I've told them about me eating dog food. Sid says the bastard. He's been eating my food.
I noticed before I did it.
Oh, Sid. Oh, Sid.
Veronica's Caesar were outside of yours.
Has that man been feeding me your food, babe? Oh, my baby. My little angel. True love comes with 4 legs and a tail. Yes, it does, doesn't it, babe? Right, I'm going. I'll upload this again today. Take care, everybody. Look after your sens. Bye. Hey, look at what I've done. That's our toilet. That's our disabled toilet. Now, when I were a kid, you come in this way to the dram shop. But watch this now when I walk in. I had this done, look. Oh, light comes on straight away. It's sent. How good is that? Put a sensor on. Because people leave the light on, they forget it. So, it's a disabled toilet, by the way. Just in case anybody asks us, we are funeral directors that have his own disabled toilet. And it's all on one level. So there's no steps anywhere in here. There's no steps. All on one level. Straight in. All on one level. Straight through. All on one level. Straight through to chapels. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Back through. I'm going in there now, so I'm going to turn you off. Catch you all later.